I got the rap patrol on the cat patrol. Foes that want to make sure my casket's closed.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. Work it, make it, do it, make sense.
That he's a scumbag, don't you? £7 and you're tuned on the playlist.
In this week's show, Kiefer and me will be interviewing guests from different music genres, so stick around for that later in the show.
Kick off the show, we've got this week's music news.
There are strong rumours that My Chemical Romance will be playing this year's Reading Leeds Festival due to a statement made by Gerard Way that the band will be back in the summer to headline a festival. Lil Wayne's new album, The Carter 4, will be released in May, and Travis Barker has a new single out, If You Want To, featuring Lupe Fiasco and Pharrell Williams. It's definitely worth checking out. A brand new music festival has been announced for this June. To be held in Bristol, it is shaping up to be one of the hottest festivals this summer, with headliners such as The Streets and Chase and Status. Corey Taylor, frontman of Slipknot, has said that the band will not be making any new albums due to the death of bassist Paul Gray. And in the world of metal, the Sonosphere Festival has the Big Four. Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth and Anthrax will all be headlining, and it is the first time all four of them have played together in the UK.
A terrific event.
Yeah.
Now, top 10 in the music charts. At number 10, we've got Grenade with Bruno Mars. Number 9, we've got Rolling in the Deep with Adele. Number 8 is Good Girl by Alexis Jordan. Number 7 is Champion featuring Chris Brown by Chipmunk. Number 6, Chris Brown is saying yeah 3 times. Number 5, we've got Born This Way by Lady Gaga. Number 4, it's Black and Yellow by Wes Khalifa. Number 3, it's S&M Rihanna. Number 2, Price Tag featuring B.O.B. by Jessie J. And at number 1 for the 4th time in a week running is Adele with Someone Like You. So this week we caught up with Trinity College at the Greenwich University to find out a little bit more about classical music. This is how they got on.
Hi, I'm Rob. I'm 20 years old and I study drums and percussion at Trinity College of Music. I've been playing drums since I was 13 and I'm in my first year of a 4-year degree here. I listen to everything I can, basically. Here I'm studying at conservatoire and the main focus is on classical music and on jazz music. But in between that, I'm into everything, like funk, rock, R&B, anything like that. I started playing drums when I was about 13. I just saw a drum kit one day and I was like, oh, I want that kit. I want it in my house, I want to play it. My dad used to be a drummer in a rock band, I think back in the 60s, and then he sort of encouraged me. He pushed me along, and then eventually I got a bit more serious. I got into bands, I started getting lessons, and then I started playing percussion when I came to college to study. So it's been quite a long journey, but it's been a good learning process. Slow process, but I've learned so much since I'm studying it sort of as a degree. So I'm in my first year, but already here at Trinity I've learned a massive amount of things. I've learned how to sort of progress my career, who I want to get taught from. I've learned who I need to work with. I've basically worked out how much work I've got ahead of me, how many things I need to do, and it's just going to be a long journey, but I know with lots of hard work I can get there eventually.
In the studio today we have Royal Flush, aka Mr. Oz, and IC1. Royal Flush is an up-and-coming producer with an eclectic style mixing hip-hop, R&B and rock. With him today is IC1, a young artist who will be spitting over one of Royal Flush's tracks later in the show. Hey guys, welcome to Playlist. How are you going?
Yeah,
Good. Now, first up, what inspired you guys to start making music?
It started off for me when I was in school, and because I picked up how to play quite a few instruments. It went on from playing in just normal bands and for fun in school into me learning how to make a transition from something live onto a music program. So when I learned how to do that, the passion just grew for me and started getting a bit serious.
Cool. So what's the plan? Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
5 years' time. At the minute it's just a hobby, but I'm trying to look to make it serious. Put a bit more time into it and hopefully be working with bigger artists in 5 years' time.
What would you say is your biggest musical achievement so far?
For me, it's probably getting a publishing deal and working with one of Sony's up-and-coming artists. So that's probably one of my biggest achievements so far.
And if you could work with any artist or producer anywhere in the world, who would it be?
Wow, any artist or producer. You
Tough
know what,
question.
That's a good question, yeah.
I'd have to choose Drake, you know. Cause,
yeah?
Yeah, man, he's like them after parties, and he gets like all them girls in them after parties.
Fair enough. Royal Flush?
Mine is probably producing-wise, you know, probably be likes of Timbaland, Dr. Dre, Paolo, Swiss Beats, Blaze Beats. There's quite a few hot, very hot producers out there right now, so.
All right, well, let's really get to know you guys. If you could go on a date with any woman, who would it be?
Any woman.
I know, there's so many beautiful women to choose from.
She have to be alive.
What are you going to go with someone dead?
Hot women from the 20s.
Well, I was hoping you'd say me, but...
Whoa. Easy.
No, I'm joking. Who do you do?
Who'd you
do?
Any woman.
Which lady would you take
out?
out?
Probably Nina Simone.
Nice.
Nina Simone, because I would like to know her point of view of who she got influenced by, because nowadays, like, so many female singers, like, they take a lot of her style. So I would definitely like to talk to her.
Keep and you know, I've always had this thing for her name, Angelina Jolie. She's got the lips and everything, you know, like that.
All right, and so what can we expect from you guys in the next few months? What should we look out for?
Take it away.
Just more exciting music, really. Just a lot of music, different styles. As you said, I got eclectic style of producing, so yeah, just watch out for us.
Okay, guys, thanks for coming in today.
Oh, no problem.
Thanks for having us.
Pleasure, and we look forward to hearing your track later in the show.
Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Jeremy Browse, and today we're at Vault Studios checking out the awesome JMC. He has worked with the likes of D-Block, Sizzler, Cassidy, Remy Martin, and many other amazing artists. JMC's also opened the O2 Indigo show for Rick Ross and Fabulous. His album Safecracker is currently in stores and he's working hard on his second album. Let's go and meet him. Hello JMC, how are you?
I'm good, man. What's good? Thanks for coming down to the Vault.
No worries, mate, anytime. Awesome, so how long have you been an artist for then?
Well, I've been an artist where it feels like all my life, like, because I've always been into music ever since a youngster. So basically, but I've preferred like taking it more seriously on like the actual records and sales, like the last 5 years, I say. So, you know what I mean, I've been building up my reputation like on the underground scene, and now it's developed to like the major level, which is what I call a major level now, worldwide level. Do you know what I'm saying? So.
When did you set up Vault Studios?
I set up Vault Studios, or the idea of it, about 8 to 10 years ago. Do you know what I mean? As a, you know, just having that dream of owning my own label, being able to do my own thing, you know, make my own music, and you know, let people feel what I'm all about, and you know, get a whiff of the music that we're cooking up.
So how did you get the ball rolling?
Well, basically, as I was coming up, there was a few like people around me that were bigger than me that this saw the potential, and I put the idea to them to know like to help me set up a studio, because at them times they would be paying people to go to their studio, and I was like, as an entrepreneur I am, I was like, I might as well get my own studio, and then I thought I could get my time for free, and then basically charge other people. So yeah, we set up downstairs, in fact, and this is the second part of the project. And then basically I just grew it on reputation, and then everyone else I just seemed to take over, and through the ups and downs of businesses and that, I ended up being the CEO of Volt.
Who's been your biggest inspiration and influence throughout your entire musical career?
Musically, well, the music that I used to hear originally was like, from my mum and that, which would have been like Bob Marley and all those kind of people, and like that reggae influence as well. But then some of my family went to America, and then I started to hear the hip hop and rap cycle kind of thing. So basically, those kind of artists. And then you got like from the rappers, you got like Jay-Z, you got B.I.G., Tupac. You got the Wu-Tang, all those kind of artists from back in the day, even go back like to like Public Enemy, those kind of artists there inspired me as well, and like Jamaican artists as well.
Who has been your favourite artist you have worked for?
Well, to be fair, that's kind of a tough question. I've been kind of lucky to work with a lot of the biggest American underground artists. The biggest one I did enjoy, I enjoyed them all. They showed me mad love, and it's been a good experience. But I did like the vibe with Styles P, like flying over to shooting a video over in Yonkers, D Block, and having the whole of the D Block camp come out, like to see who this English guy is that Styles doing a collaboration with, was a good experience. Basically, it was all good. Having Chic Luch come over to actual Hackney and actually perform the video in my actual flats, do you know what I mean, was like it was unheard of, at the time. Then even Remy Ma was a good look. So I got a good experience with all of them, to be fair. But the last one I done with Sizzler was a good experience as well. I think it was one of the because it's actually from Jamaica, and I was actually in the hills in Jamaica shooting the video, and the sunset was it was epic.
Cool. Can you give us a tour of your studio and tell us what it's all about?
Yeah, basically, you're welcome to the Vault. You're in the Vault right now. Right now, I'm just sitting by the Brains, what I call the Brains, which is the Apple Mac G5. You know what I'm saying? And this is the Allen & Heath GS3000 recording console. This is what powers everything as well. Get your mixing, your bouncing down. Behind me is you got all the external hardware. You know what I mean? It's just the Avalon. They just make your voice sounds great. You've got the Mofats for making your beats. All this stuff here is too technical for me. It's not, it's what my engineers get paid for. Obviously the amps, the speakers, Elise speakers, the generics, so that when you're actually mixing down, you can actually hear clearly what they're like. Also, I've got a whole lot of K-Rocks and all Dynamo audios. This is like a speaker factory. We blow speakers like left, right, and centre. Yeah, that's about it really. Over there we've got the booth where everyone goes in at, and that's about it really. This is the little Volt compact booth.
Sweet. Cheers, having us to you today. See you later.
See you now. EIE 1.
That brings us to the end of this week's show, but join us next time, same place. But for now, here to play us out is Royal Flush, aka Mr. Oz, and IC1 with Stake Through My Heart.
Yeah, IC1. Royal Flush, aka Mr. Oz. This one's called Leave You, Babe. Conversing with God, my wrist listening. No reply, I know when I talk, someone's listening. I know when I ask, someone's giving. It took hard work, block jerks, and I'm still hearing them haters whispering. This is Thai booth, mellow rap, back of a milk carton. You'll be missing. Bank statements are a bother. There ain't enough space in this account, sir. Open up another. I'm here till